What's up, guys? That was loud. Welcome to my new channel. Like, you guys may know me from my other channel, but if you don't, what's up? My other channel died. I gave up on it. So I'm starting fresh. It's my name. Well, my channel is going to be Colza. So what's up, guys? I just want to start. Can we get 5 likes? Like, please, can we get 5 likes? I will be happy. Great start to the channel. If can we get 1 subscriber? Like, I will make a video if we get. I will make a video if we make 5. If we get 5 subscribers, Thank you guys. If we manage to do that, if we get anything over 10 subscribers, I will legit make a video and give you guys a shout out. Thank you. Yeah, you don't know how much that would mean to me. For anyone that doesn't know, my other channel had like around 160 subscribers or something like that. I don't even know anymore. I haven't logged on to that in a while. But this is my new channel. I'm going to tell stories and stuff because I have plenty. So, this story takes what happened around 4 or 5 months ago. And basically, my house is really close to many things. So, like, my house is close to, like, the HEB. My house is close to, like, a bunch of restaurants. There's a movie theater. There's even a small little hospital nearby. But there's also a bike trail. Now, in this bike trail is like a park, and then there's a playground, and then there's a trail. You know, like those gravel trails? Well, we didn't know too much about it. Like, we knew the way around it, but we didn't know the stuff that happens here. So, me and my friend, we're going to call him Tyler. We were going biking. It was around like 2 p.m. We were just wanted to go biking, so we got on our bikes. It takes about 30 seconds to get to the trail from my house, so it's not bad. It's not bad. So we get on the trail, and there's always this lady with her kids at the park, like, every day around the time, so we always say hi. She always warns us, like, about the trail. She's always like, be careful on the trail, be careful, it's dangerous, and we're like, yeah. We're like, okay. We say okay because, like, we don't know what she's talking about, because, like I said, we didn't know too much about this trail. So we're just like, okay, we'll be careful. So she's like, okay, thank you, you kids are pretty good kids, So we start riding, it's pretty chill for like the first 5 minutes. And we hear some noises, and we think it's just wind. So, like, those noises you hear when there's, like, in those movies where there's, like, an animal coming up to another animal. And, like, a nice try not to make a noise, but it, like, breaks a stick. That was a great description. That's what it sounded like. We just thought it was wind, like, it's probably just the wind, it's okay, don't worry about it. And we're like, yeah, don't worry, nothing. It's nothing. So we go on, we keep biking, we actually thought it was nothing because another 5 minutes go by and there was nothing, there was no noise. So yeah, it was just wind. And then we were like 6 minutes into the trail now, and then we hear another noise, and this noise wasn't so good either. It was an interesting noise. Like, it sounded like a car was on the trail. So we were kind of confused because, like, wait, there's no cars allowed on the trail. I don't know how you get a car on the trail. And we're like, yeah, this is probably just the wind, because, like, the wind was, like, it was blowing, it was decent, it was pretty decent wind. And we're just like, it's probably just the wind, let's just leave it. So yeah, we're continuing on this trail, and then my friend, the corner of his eye, he's like, yo, wait. I'm like, what? So we stop, and he's like, I thought I saw someone in the bush. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I swear I saw someone just pop out of the bush. What's happening? Like, I don't know. I'm like, yo, are you okay though? Cause like, I'm like, I didn't see anything. So he's like, trust me, dude. I know I saw something from like the corner of my eye. There's someone. And I'm like, okay, do you want to like stop for a bit, or should we just keep going? He's like, so my friend's like, yeah, why don't we just keep going to like the end of the trail? We reach there. I'm like, yeah, okay, true, good idea. So we continue biking, and a good couple minutes passes by. Yes, a couple minutes before we hear another noise. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, another noise comes in. Oh, spooky. But this other noise, we just hear it, and instead of sounding like it came from behind us, it sounded like it was coming from in front of us. So now there's this noise coming from in front of us. We don't know what it was. We stop our bikes, and we just stop to listen. And again, we hear the same noise coming from the bushes, and we're like, dude, what is this noise? Like, because we're both confused, like, we don't know. This is like, we've only been on the trail once, and that was about a year ago. Nothing happened there, so like, we weren't expecting anything to happen here. So we're like, dude, what's happening? Like, I don't know what that noise is. And so my friend's like, you know what? Let's just forget it. Just move on with our biking. We're kind of close to the end of the trail. We were not close to the end of the trail, by the way. There was still at least a good 30 minutes of the trail left. I don't know what he was saying. We were close to the trail. Because it's a really big trail. The trail would probably take you about 2 hours if you're biking. At like a high speed, it would take you maybe like 30 minutes or something. But I don't think you can keep a high speed for that long unless you're like that good. But that's not the point. So yeah, we're just biking. And then again, we hear the noise. So we actually stop this time. And then we see a tree move. And then a guy, no joke, a guy just pops out of nowhere. We're so confused because, like, where did this guy come from? We don't know. Like, we were like scared because like I don't know what he wants. And both of our impressions were like, oh, he's probably just homeless, just camping out here or something. I don't know. So the guy was he asked, like, do you guys have any money? And we're like, oh no, sorry, we had money, but we were gonna get lunch after that. So we weren't really gonna hand it out or anything. He was more like, no, sorry, we just have it for our lunch. And he's like, yeah, I'm not. I was like, I'm not asking. And then we're just like, what? Because we're confused. And he's like, yeah, I wasn't asking. Like, you have to give me. He plain upset, like, no joke. He's like, yeah, you have to give me your money. And we're like, I'm sorry, is there like a fee to go on this place? He's like, no, but you're just gonna have to give me your money. So at this point, me and Tyler are just looking at each other, like what is this guy on? Like, who is he? He's like, yeah, no, you just give me your money right now and it will be fine. Like, we'll have no problems. I'm like, yo, excuse me, problems? And he's like, yeah, just give me your money. I'm like, this is probably like his 6th time asking for our money. And we're like, dude, no, you're not getting our money. Like, I don't know I don't know who you are. Like, what do you want from me? Or what do you want from us? You're not getting any of our money, though. And we just tell him, we just say, can you please leave us alone? Like, I'm a pretty nice guy. So, like, I'm asking nicely. I'm like, can you please leave us alone? And then the guy's like, yeah, no, I can't do that. I'm like, you have 2 options here. And I'm like, I'm sorry. We still don't know who this guy is. So, like, we try getting his name and stuff. Or, like, he's like, you have 2 options. I'm like, excuse me? 2 options? What? He's like, you either give me your money or I will kidnap you. And at this point, we are terrified. Like this weirdo guy just popped out of nowhere. And he's like, give me your money or I'm just going to kidnap you. And at this point, we're just like, okay, we're looking at each other. And he's like, we're just like, no way, weirdo. That's pretty much what we said. We're like, no way, weirdo, you're not getting any of our money. So the guy's like, you're going to have to take it. He's like, you really want to go down the hard way? And we're just like, okay, bro, can we just leave? Like, so my friend just tries getting on his bike. And this insane psychopath guy just grabs my friend's bike while he's trying to get on it, pulls his bike forward, and just slams the bike on the ground. Just full on John Cena WWE slams the bike on the ground. And with my friend like halfway on it, like, the seat, he was like putting his legs on the pedal. So he pretty much just slammed my friend too on the ground. I was like, yo, bro, chill. And then he's like, oh my, and then I was like, yo, what do you got? What do you want? He's like, well, I'm not going to give you your money. He's like, then pay the price. He grabs my friend, and I'm like, bro, I'm going to call the cops. And then at this point, the guy is just dead staring at me while my friend is on the ground. My friend's like, call the cops. And like I said, there's like no one on this trail, so like I understand why there'd be like kidnappers and people here to rob because there's no one here. There's like no cops around here. And so, like, it'd take a while for the cops to find us because we're on a big trail. So I see how someone would be here, like that. And so he's like, okay. He's like, and I told him, yeah, I'm just gonna call the cops. And he stares at me. He's like, you don't want to do that. He's like, you're making a big wrong idea. Oh my god. He's like, you're making the wrong choice. I'm like, why? I'm like, no, I'm not. He then pulls out a knife. Yes. He pulls out a knife on 2 kids just riding their bikes. Like, this guy pulls out a knife on 2 kids just trying to enjoy their day. And then this random guy pops out of nowhere, Just like, yikes, dude, I'm gonna have to end your reign of happiness now and make you sad. Like, we don't know, like, we didn't know what to do because, like, I haven't really been in this situation before, so I was so confused, and I just lost my streaks. So we're just like, he pulls out a knife, and we're like, yo, okay, calm down here. And at this point, my friend Tyler is still on the ground. I would see, because, like, his leg is, like, bent on the bike. I didn't know if it was broken. I'm like, dude, I need to help my friend. He's like, you're not going anywhere. You guys are not going anywhere without the money. And at this point, we had about, like, $40. So, like, we didn't know what to do, because, like, I didn't want to give him the money, because, like, you know, I don't surrender my stuff that easily. Like, you're not going to get money out of me, like, especially if I don't know you. Especially if you just did some bad stuff to me or my friend. You're not going to get money out of me easily. But my friend is over here like, dude, just give him the money. I'm like, no, we're not. He's not getting the money. He's not. That's not happening. And then, so I'm over here rejecting him. I'm like, you're not going to get any of it. And this guy is, take the note, my friend is on the ground, and this guy is he's getting closer to me with a knife. So I might sound like a bad friend right here, but I grabbed my bike and I biked away. I left my friend, but you'll see later. I left my friend to call the cops because basically, if I was still there when I was calling the cops, then like he would have like pulled my phone away from me, and then I'd be screwed right there. So I drove away, and instead he didn't chase me like just as I thought, because then my other friend could just run away too. He goes back to my friend and he see the guy before there's a turn and then it goes straight. So it's like you turn like this left, you turn left and then it goes straight the path. So he sees me turn, but he sees me. I had my phone, so I think by this time he knew I was gonna call the cops. So he takes my friend. This guy like just predicts like where I'm gonna go. He takes my friend to the end of the trail because I told the cops, you know, like I called the cops like, yo, this is guy, and he's like threatening me, my friend at the trail, and the cops like, yeah. No, he's like, yeah, it's a pretty well-known area for bad stuff to happen, and we're just like, yeah, dang, we didn't know, and like, my friend and everything, like, can you help, send help, and the guy and the lady's like, okay, do you know like which part of the trail? I'm like, yes, I'm like, yeah, I'll be at the very end of the trail, and she's like, okay, we'll send someone. So, someone comes by, and like, little do you know, like, this guy doesn't know that I told the cops that we're ending the trail. I'm just telling you he predict the trail because, like, he did. Like, he took him to the end of the trail because he knew that was where I was going to go. So, I see, and he has my friend. Like, my friend doesn't have his bike. Like, his bike, God knows where his bike is right now. He still, to this day, doesn't have his bike. We checked the trail later. We came back with more friends. It was, like, 5 of us at a time. Yeah, we're smart. We came back with 5 people this time. Haha, face that. Beat that guy. And so yeah, we come back and the guy standing there with my friend is like, you didn't call the cops? I'm like, I told him no, I didn't call the cops. But I mean, I sounded like I was lying. I was like, yeah, no, I didn't call the cops. Yeah, no, I didn't call the cops. So at this point, this guy, I could tell he was high. So like, I could tell he was just straight up high. So I was like, yeah, there's something definitely wrong with this guy. And he's like, just hand over the money. It's like, this is our last chance. I'm gonna ask you guys before something happens. And so I'm like, okay. In my head, I was like, okay, yeah, I know the cops are on their way. So maybe I should just fake it and give him the money, and like the cops will get it back. I'm like, okay, fine. So I put my hands up just in case. Like, I'm like, okay, I'll give you the money. I'll just give you the money. Just like, will you let my friend go? He's like, okay, I'll let you guys go. Just give me the money. No, I don't know why he was like gonna let us go. This guy's like on like so many drugs probably because like. He's like, I'll let you guys go, which is a stupid idea to let someone go, but, you know, thank you. I'm not going to suggest any of you guys do this, because this is messed up. But this guy's just, like, even for a criminal, like, I think criminals know, like, most people that would do this type of stuff, like, know better than this guy, because, like, I don't know what's up with this guy, but, yeah, he's, like, he didn't even have a mask. He just, like, full face on, like, yeah. And so I pull out the money. I have this little, like, green pouch thing on the side of my bike. I pull out the money, and I'm like, okay, here you go, dude. Here's the money. Just leave us alone now. And he's like, okay, y'all aren't going anywhere now. I'm like, bro, I gave you the money. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And he's like, yeah, thanks for the money, but you guys aren't leaving. And at this point, I was pissed. I was, like, full rage mode. Like, what? And I think he could hear the cops, like the sirens, and he looked back out. He's like, "You guys called the cops." So he grabbed my friend, and like, this guy was ready to run a 10K, like an 8K marathon right here. Not 8K. What am I? He's about to run a 4K right now. But the cops show up just in time, and like they get out of the car, and like a couple minutes later, like they separate. Like when they arrive, like, okay, we're separated from him, thank God. The cops are like talking to this guy, and then like there's two cops in the car. One of them was talking to us, and then the other one was talking to him. They're trying to get the stories. The guy was in cuffs, thankfully. Like that's good that he was in cuffs and stuff. So he's in cuffs, and like he's like, yeah, we were just riding our bike, and he just came out of nowhere. And then that one operator, like I said earlier, she said like, yeah, it's a pretty common area for like bad people to go and just hang around. And then the officer even said that. He's like, yeah, he's like, did he do anything? Like, and like we were telling him like how he pulled out a knife on us, and he just looked so surprised, like what? Like we're just two kids riding our bike. Like I don't get how someone can be that like messed up to do that. So we just tell the cop like everything that happened, and then he goes on. The two cops like they're just sharing the story, and I'm pretty sure this guy made up some random ass story that like no one knows to this day. Because I didn't get the side of the story, and the cop tells us, okay, can you guys just call your parents? Tell them to pick you guys up. Go away. Don't come back to this trail. It's a pretty bad trail. You don't want to come here. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I could tell that now. So I'm like, yeah, okay. That'd be great. So I call my mom, and she's like pretty worried right now. So she's on her way here, and we have this guy who's just staring at us. He's sitting on the floor while he's getting like tested. I don't know, but he was getting like a breathalyzer or something. I think that's what it's called. I'm not a specialty in this, so I'm not so sure. I just think that's what it is. So that's all going on, and my mom shows up, and we get picked up. But last thing I see, this guy got put into the back of the car. That's really all to the story. Like, that's really all I know. I don't know if he's in jail or something. I'm not so sure. But anyways, guys, this is the end of my story. This is the end of my first YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been pretty nice recording this first video. This took me about 5 tries maybe. That doesn't seem a lot, but the video is like 18 minutes long, and first one I failed on, like, my speech was like messed up, my audio was messed up. I meant my speech is kind of messed up. I kept like going like and like repeating myself. Sorry about that. I just said it again. So yeah, this is really the end. Please guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to like 2 of these YouTubers, Scrubs and Bumpkin. I'll leave their channel in the description. Like, if you guys want to check them out, they kind of got me inspired to start YouTube. I'll just add all 3 of them. Yeah, no. Bumpkin, like, really, like, thanks, bro. Like, I don't know you, but you like inspired me to start this channel. And so do you, Scrubs. Like, you're the one who tells the stories mostly, so I got the idea from you. I'm like, I do tell a lot of stories, so why not? So yeah, I thought this is a good idea to like try this channel out, see how it does. I'm hoping it does good. Get to know you guys and my subscribers, because I want to do better than I did with my other channel. Like, I was doing good on my other channel at first, and then I screwed things up with that channel. So yeah, I just want to try to do better. I hope I can. But anyways, guys, it's been pretty nice recording with you guys. Anyways, guys, my name's Colza. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's just get this one kill. Oh my god, I don't think I'll be able to do it. But yeah, guys, no face reveal. No, I'm joking. I'm like 0 subscribers. I don't know why I'd be talking about that. But anyways, guys, it's been Colza. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.